Here's some bad news. A dark web market called BidenCash has leaked more than 2 million stolen debit and credit card numbers for free, along with personal data behind each card. You could be one of those people. Nearly half of those cards were issued in the United States. So how can you find out if your information was compromised? We have called into the big studio CyberGuy Kurt with us today. Kurt, explain who BidenCash is.
Steve, good morning.
Openers.
Yeah, we often don't get the identity of these dark web sites, but this is a fairly popular site. It's 1 year old, and this was a thing that they did to celebrate their 1 year anniversary, is say, give out 2 million credit cards that they have scammed, stolen, and thieved away from people. And a vast majority of them are from Americans.
Right.
30% of the cards already checked are valid cards. So this could be a card that you have in your possession that's still active, then you haven't reported it.
Okay, so that's scary. And on the dark web, that's all they do, is they trade around our information. If somebody's watching and they want to make sure that they are not impacted, you've got some tips.
I mean, one of the things is our credit cards are going to be exposed on an ongoing basis. It's only getting worse.
Right.
There's only more of this type of activity. So it really helps out to, number one, the obvious is check your credit card statement. I think I'm really thorough when I do it, but I'm not as thorough as I think I am. So what I do is I sign up for credit card alerts, and many credit card companies offer those via their app or on their website, or you can call them and get a telephone alert. And what that'll do is you can set some parameters for many of the companies that say, hey, if I get a charge that's, say, out of this country, I'd like to know about it.
Sure.
Or if there's something over $400, please tell me.
Right.
So that's the number one thing you could do. And then also, just simply having the idea of who's spending what in the family on your credit cards. And then if you are that person like me that has that auto pay feature set up on your credit card, by all means, stop each month, at least every 2 months, and go through those credit card statements to know what's going on.
That's a great idea. Also, you suggest install strong antivirus protection.
I mean, that's the thing that's going to help us.
That protects your computer. How does it protect your identity?
Well, and our devices. So the way they get our credit card numbers is through phishing attempts and many other tricks that they're playing on us where we don't even know it's happened. For example, you could get pushed by text. Hey, your order is running late from such and such. And you think like, wait, did I even order from that? But let me see. Click, boom. Now you're exposed to malware or some nefarious link that takes you into revealing more information about yourself. You think you're just checking on the shipment status of an order. Meanwhile, they've just got you.
Ultimately, this comes down to identity theft, and you can buy protection.
I mean, you see the commercials out there. We reviewed a lot of them just to see which ones are the best at the website. And it could be something that's really worthwhile. That way, you don't have to be the hawk sitting there constantly on guard against this. And what identity theft companies will do is they'll monitor to see if your social security number or other personal identifiable information ends up outside on the dark web in those juicy spots where you know you got trouble when it hits there.
I opened the mail yesterday, and one of my kids was denied a credit card for an application that they did not apply for.
Which happens all of the time. They're getting smarter, and believe me, with this whole ChatGPT AI that's been introduced to the world, crooks are using it just as easily as good people. So we're getting targeted more in a more crafty way, and they learn about us to find out what it is that gets us to click into the bad stuff.
So what you need to do, you need to protect yourself. Go to cyberguy.com, because that's the Cyber Guy.
Thank you, Steve. Good to see you.
Thank you, Kurt. Good to have you here in the East.